Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles in my cozy sweatshirt. Before telling you about the video today, I want to make an announcement that's very brief, and you should see a reflection on the videos now being uploaded. Many of you have expressed an interest, but maybe didn't go to my About page, in the spreadsheet that I keep all of the books I read with the ratings. I started this in January of 2025. Now, when you see the videos being uploaded, in the description below, and it's not a long description, I will be putting my email address with a note about if you are interested in getting a copy of the books I read on a spreadsheet, please feel free to email me. It'll be on every video from this video going out. And so that way, if you're interested, you can say, hey, I would like to know what Dawn has read, what she rated it. Now remember, I always say this, just because I might rate something a 2, you might say it's a 5. It's just for information, and then you can do your own research and decide for yourself if this is an author and these are the types of books you like. So let me get started on today's video, which are the 4, this will be part 1, because there are so many books that I've read in the last 5 years that I'd love to share about, but because I read a lot of them longer ago, I need to sometimes go back and refresh my memory on them. But these are, I think 4 I put down, 4 of the most shocking thrillers. I think all of these I've mentioned on the channel, but if you haven't watched the other videos, I'm going to get right into it. The first one, and I always mention this one, so I'm just going to go very briefly over everyone. The Silent Patient by Alex McKinless. It was his first book. I read his other 2 books after that, and I thought they were okay. But once you read The Silent Patient, because of the ending, I couldn't put it down. That was the most shocking ending of any thriller. That is my #1 most shocking thriller I've ever read. The ending, I didn't see it coming. So that is #1, The Silent Patient by Alex McKinless. My second one is, and it's my favorite book by this author, The Only One Left by Riley Sager. And the reason why for that one is about a woman that goes and cares for an elderly woman that was accused of alleged, I always have to use the word alleged, unaliving her family. And so now she's living in this decrepit old house, and this woman is taking care of her. And what I love about it is it takes place in the 1980s. It's kind of gothic, and it goes back to when the person that she's taking care of, it goes back to, her time growing up as a young lady. I love when books do that, where maybe it's a period piece, where maybe it takes place in the 70s, but it might go back to 50 years, ahead in the 1920s, and kind of goes back and forth. What I like about it is it keeps you going. But the ending was quite surprising, and I could not put it down, and I thought there were some really shocking parts in there, so I really enjoyed it. The third one, and it's one of my more recent reads, is The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden. I read The Crash by Freida McFadden and The Boyfriend, both very different books. I liked both of them, but I really liked The Boyfriend, and the reason why is because it would go back in time, which The Crash does also, but the ending was crazy. I'll just say that, okay? The ending was crazy, and I really liked it. It was very unexpected. I never saw it coming, so I would definitely say that. That was about a girl that's dating somebody, and, hey, she might not be such a good person, right? Well, she's been dating this guy, and so, anyway, she finds out, hey, you know what? What's his past like? What is this, what is this guy all about? And then you find out that the woman that she's dating this guy, and then what you find out is that one of her dear friends becomes unalived, and it's a mystery about, hey, who did this to this girl? What happened? And it's kind of the story of that, and then you'll find out some interesting things at the end. So I would say the ending was very surprising. Last but not least, this book, oh my, it's not for everybody. Let me just say it's triggering. It's called, it would be every parent's nightmare. Actually, I have 2 more books. The next one is Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry, and that one I just recently mentioned. These next 2 books I'm mentioning are every parent's worst nightmare. Her son is accused of doing something, and she's trying to save her son, and it's the whole story of that. Everybody's against her and the family, and it's about what they do and how it breaks the family apart. It's just a really intense story. The next one's called The Push by Ashley Audrain, And that one is about a family. They have a child, and this young girl, the little girl they have, something isn't right with her. But other people around her think, oh, she's just growing up. They just kind of dismiss some of her behavior. But mom knows that something is different about her little girl. And it's the whole story of that. And I was shocked at something that happened in that story. I was also shocked by Saving Noah. So, have any of you read any of these books? I don't even know if it's 4 or 5 I just said, but have you read any of them? I want to hear about it in the comments below. Email me if you want a list of what I'm reading. Love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.